Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Abigail Scott, and I am a certified career and life coach. I partner with women to help them achieve even greater success in their careers and life. And I do this by helping them gain clarity, expand perspective through mindset, and ultimately increasing their energy and being very intentional and conscious about what they are spending their time and energy on to ensure it aligns with their values. So oftentimes, and myself included, my clients come to me because they feel very stressed out. They have a lot of distractions. They are unable to focus either at work or at home. And ultimately, they're not able to be as happy and productive as they want to be. So I have created this 10-minute centering practice video for you. And I am going to take you through 6 exercises to help you find even more peace and calmness and presence throughout your day, because that will allow you to tap into yourself and you will be able to give and serve from an even better place, which will leave you feeling more fulfilled, more satisfied, and more productive. So one of the things I love about this exercise, gang, is that you can do this practice from anywhere. Whether you are at home, whether you are at work, if you're in the car, or even if you're traveling. These 6 exercises as a part of this practice can be done from wherever you're at. If you are looking for a little peace and contentment, feel free to do all 6 of these together, or even if you take just one of them with you and practice on just one, see how that feels and play with that and see what it does for you and your emotions and ultimately your actions throughout the day. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So our first exercise that we are going to do today is we are going to be really conscious and intentional about our posture. So one little fun fact about myself is that I am a certified yoga teacher, and I took a 2-hour training here in Massachusetts. And one of the cues that we will say within our training is to lengthen from crown to tail. And this is what I'm going to teach you how to do today. So if you've got glasses on, go ahead and let's take those off. And let's practice about bringing some intentional awareness to our posture. So typically, many of us might sit like this throughout the day over our computers or looking at our phones. But what I'd like you to do is lengthen from crown to tail. And you can see the difference in my posture just by doing that. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Abby, what do you mean by crown to tail? Well, I'm glad you asked. So let's go ahead and let's bring our right hand up, and I'd like you to make an L with your thumb and your pointer finger. Now with your thumb, go ahead and place that in the crease of your nose and where it meets your forehead, and then reach your pointer finger all the way up. And where your pointer finger lands, that is the crown. And what I'd like you to do, and you may have just noticed that in the video, is when you inhale, lengthen through your crown and actually think about expanding up towards the ceiling and pushing through your finger. And then at the same time, as you're pushing through your crown, your tail or your coccyx bone, right by your butt, so fancy, is actually lengthening towards the ground. So you are creating massive awareness and expansion within your entire front body, and you are opening that up so that as you begin to inhale and exhale, your organs, your muscles, your blood, everything can take advantage of all that good oxygen you are bringing in. So now we've got our posture. Let's move on to exercise number 2, which we're going to bring more awareness to our hands. So go ahead and bring both hands up for me, little sparkle fingers there, jazz hands. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to start to create a fist real tight and then expand out, shoot out through your fingers, almost as if you've got lasers coming right out of your fingertips. And go ahead and we're gonna just do this exercise maybe 5 or 10 times, whatever you feel comfortable with. Bringing awareness to our hands is important because typically throughout the day, we are on our computers or on our devices. Like I just said, even about our posture, and our hands are typically all cramped up. What I want you to do is just start to expand those, move our muscles and our tendons and everything in those fingers. And as you do this, go ahead and play with your thumb. You may have noticed that I just brought my thumb inside my fist and out. And look at now on the outside. Notice how that feels and which one feels good for you, and continue to practice that. Good. All right, when you are done with that, go ahead and place your hands down on top of your thighs. And I should have mentioned, if it's comfortable for you, just come to the top of your chair so that both of your feet are flat on the floor and your knees are at a 90-degree angle and your thighs are parallel to the floor. Good. Now with us and our posture lengthening crown to tail and our hands on top of our thighs, what I'd like to now do is bring attention to our breath. And I'd like to do this in a way where we are combining our body and our breath. So go ahead and take your right hand and place that right over your heart. And go ahead and bring your left hand and place that right over your belly button or your navel area. And now, as we're sitting here, just start to notice your breath and just have your normal inhale and exhale, however many counts you typically do. Just let that occur. And if you feel comfortable and would like to go a little bit deeper and turn inside, go ahead and start to close your eyes. Just notice your breath, how it starts to flow in and out of your body. And you may notice on your inhales that as you inhale, your chest expands into your hands, your right hand, and your belly expands into your left hand. And as you exhale, it's the opposite. Your navel draws in, as does your left hand, and your chest comes in and contracts over your right hand and out. And I love adding this element with our hands to our bodies so we can feel our breath, because it's real embodiment and oneness, and we are all connected. Good. Maybe you take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, if you've got your eyes closed, go ahead and flutter those open. Start to allow some light in. And when you're ready, you can now place your hands back on the tops of your thighs. Great. Now what I'd like you to do is we are going to start to do a little bit of a body scan from our head down to our shoulders for our last 3 exercises of this practice. So with both of your hands, go ahead and bring those up and make 2 peace signs for me. And with your pointer and middle finger together, go ahead and place those right on your temple. Now, these next 2 exercises are made, and I put these in here so that we can release the tension or stress that we tend to hold in our heads that we don't even realize throughout the day. So, as you have them on your temple, start to move your fingers clockwise. And just notice the sensations that come from this part of your body. Now, while we're doing this, we're lengthening crown to tail and our feet are flat on the floor, bringing that energy through our feet, up our legs, and all the way up to our temples. Good. Go ahead, and if you haven't already, you can change directions and just notice what's coming up for you when you change directions and what you feel. And if you'd like to, you can even close your eyes as you do this exercise. Great. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and continue to keep those two fingers together and just move down the face into your jaw. Maybe you open your bottom jaw just like I did. And you start to move again clockwise right here. Start to release any tension or stress that sometimes we tend to keep in our jaw. When you're ready, you can reverse direction. I often find that doing this exercise that it makes me yawn, just like you saw there. And it feels so good because it's just releasing that stale energy that often gets caught in your body and making room for new goodness to come in to support you throughout your day and throughout this moment. Great. Now, when you're done, go ahead and release your hands back on the tops of your thighs. And for our last exercise as part of this practice, we are going to focus on our shoulders. So I want to pay attention to our shoulders here because often people's shoulders are up high, close to their ears. What we want to try to do is we want to try to have our shoulders down and back away from our ears. So similar to what we just did with our temple and our jaw, let's go ahead and let's make big shoulder rolls forward. Now you can see I love to really get into this, so don't hesitate to bring those hands off of your thighs and really get into this and feel it. And when you're ready, go ahead and reverse. Great. And there you have it on your last one. And with your shoulders down and back, maybe you do a little shimmy in your seat. It feels really good. And there you have it, folks. Those are 6 exercises that you can do anywhere, whether you're at home, at work, in your car, whether you're traveling. I hope that they help you become a little more centered, bring a little bit more peace and calmness and presence into your day, which will ultimately allow you to tap into even more creativity, satisfaction, and productivity as you continue throughout your day here and throughout your life. So thank you so much for joining me today. It was an absolute pleasure to guide you through this sequence. And if you'd like, go ahead and you can follow me on Instagram. My name is Abigail_Scott_coaching, or check out my website. I have a number of free resources, and you can also learn about the services that I provide to my clients. My website is abigail-scott.com. I hope to see you soon and have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.